I'm a boss chick, yeah, I'm a boss lady. I be calling shots, I be getting money. I'm a boss chick, yeah, I'm a boss lady. I be calling shots, I be getting money.
Hey, welcome to I Look Good Naked podcast with Terry Javon.
And Cass Seeger's Beatles.
A little delayed there, Cass Seeger's Beatles.
Oh, well, I didn't realize we were recording already. What's up, everybody?
What's up?
Terry's
Cass?
back. What?
I'm back.
You
I
are
am
back. But
Yep.
yet you're not.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm still in Houston. I'm still shooting the movie, One Crazy Christmas for BET with some really fun people. Who's in this movie with me? Tammy Townsend, Carl Payne, Sean Blakemore, Terry Aubrey, and Abney. I'm sorry, she's gonna kill me. Terry Abney and Anton Peoples. I would say those are the top. Oh, Kiana Dancy. She's really funny. She's in it too. And Billy Sorrells, another comedian who's really funny. So it's going to be a funny movie for BT Christmas time. Check
This
it
Christmas,
out.
2018 Christmas?
For this
Okay.
Christmas.
Okay.
It's not called This Christmas. It's called One Crazy Christmas.
Yes.
And it is
coming this Christmas.
coming
Look at you.
Christmas
This Christmas
2018.
season, you have a Christmas movie that you directed and you have a Christmas movie that you starred in. Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? Didn't he do it? Don't he do it? What's our Christmas movie with the man?
Merry Wishmas.
Merry Wishmas, which will be on TV1. We be hitting up them black networks. What? TV1 Christmas movie, BET Christmas movie. All right. Well, I guess that's something to brag about. I'm happy to be back on the podcast with you. You and Melissa held it down last week, which I super appreciate. I do have to make a correction on behalf of Melissa.
Oh, last week.
Because she talked about one of my favorite people in the whole world.
And fucked up her name?
And fucked up Kamala Harris' name. She is one of the most awesome in this. That's not a real word.
Well,
awesomeness. She's one of my sheroes. She actually, we've honored her before at Take Wings Foundation. So she's been a supporter of Take Wings Foundation, which is based in the San Francisco Bay Area as well. So Kamala Harris, Melissa spoke about her on the podcast last week, which was super fantastic. You know, I love repping people from the Bay. And that is where Kamala's from. And
we did that in your honor. We even talked about that.
I know. So I appreciate that. And she deserves to be mentioned, Miss Kamala Harris. So Cass is in her kitchen. I don't know if you guys hear all that banging around, but she's doing some shit. Yep. Kind of rude on the podcast. Listeners, just be patient.
Melissa made me very thirsty. I mean, I only closed one cabinet door. Now I'm back now.
Okay. This is so crazy. So I'm in my hotel room. Cass is walking around her house as we film our podcast, and Melissa is right there as well in her house, in her bed, laid up with the cooties.
Yeah.
And this is I Look Good Naked podcast.
Right.
This is how it's going down this week.
This week
Cass, do you have your quote for the day?
Yes, I do. I had to go get it again. I do have it. Would you like me to read it?
I would love for you to read your quote.
Is from Miss Joyce Myers.
Yep.
Wow. And it is patience. It's not simply the ability to wait. It's how we behave while we're waiting.
That's actually really good. Yes. Okay. Say that one more time.
I had a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one. Say it one more time for the people so they can take it in.
The people take listen. Take listen. Patience is not simply the ability to wait, it's how we behave while we're waiting.
Very good. I hope you
Yeah,
guys took that in. That was
yeah,
super fantastic. Thank
yeah.
you,
Because people are always like,
Cassandra.
"Oh, I got patience. I got patience. I'm waiting," but then they be waiting with an attitude.
I'm waiting with an attitude, complaining and shit. It's like, calm
Yep,
your ass down and just wait. Be patient. For real. Be for
be
real
real.
patient.
Be for real. Yep, be for real patient. Yep.
Okay. Well, I have my woman of the day, and
Who is
I'm
your woman?
excited. Her name is Betsy Coleman.
I thought it was Bessie, not with a T.
Bessie. No, yes, it's
Yeah,
Bessie
yeah.
Coleman. You are correct. Bessie Coleman. Born January 26, 1892 to April 30th, 1926. Was an American civil aviator. She
Mhm.
was the first woman of African American descent and the first of Native American descent to hold a pilot license. She achieved her international pilot license in 1921. Born to a family of sharecroppers in Texas, she went in. Oh, I'm in Texas right now. So she was born somewhere around this state. Um, she went into the cotton fields at a young age, but also studied in a small segregated school and went on to attend one term of college at Langston University. I- First of all, just
Mhm.
how amazing is this? Just her thought and her tenacity and audacity
Mhm.
to be in the 1920s
Right.
to first of all aspire to fly planes, to be a pilot.
Right. Right. When
And
no one black
then
had ever done that.
yeah, and her family are sharecroppers in Texas,
Right.
so she in the cotton fields,
Right.
but she's um focused enough in school to want to go to college, and she does go on to Langston University. Oh no, let me keep reading.
Yep.
She developed an early interest in flying, but African Americans, Native Americans, and women had no flight school opportunities in the United States. So let me tell you how badass Betsy is. So
Mhm. It's
she
not
say,
Betsy. Please stop calling her that.
I said Bessie.
Oh,
So let
okay.
me tell you how badass Bessie is. She developed an early shit. She saved up her money to go to France to become a licensed pilot. She
Mm.
soon became a successful air show pilot in the United States and hoped to start a school for African American flyers. She died in a plane crash in 1926 while testing her new aircraft. Her, pioneer, her pioneering role as an inspiration to early pilots and to African American and Native American communities. I read her book, The Story of Her Life.
Mhm.
And of course, in the book, it went through more detail about all the things that were up against her, all the prejudices and, that she
Experience.
experienced
Yep.
while living her life, living her passion. And so I just think that it's just a testament of I love women of color. I just think that um, we are, when we put our mind to something and we want to do something,
Mhm.
we're unstoppable. We're just fucking unstoppable. And yep, I believe that note that it was this is our theory, mine and Melissa's, because I agree with her, that it was a conspiracy, that her death was really a conspiracy. That, of course, it says she died in a plane crash while testing her new aircraft.
Right.
I don't know about that. I think it may have been a conspiracy. I think she may have been
In her
murdered
aircraft.
in her aircraft. Yes,
Yep.
because they did not want any. And then she was going to starting a school for African Americans to learn how to fly. Man, they weren't having that shit.
Yep.
But
I agree with
but
that.
yeah, Bessie Coleman, you are a trailblazer and an amazing woman, and you deserve to be honored and recognized today. So you guys should read up more on Bessie Coleman, Bessie. Since Cass says it sounds like I'm saying Betsy, but I'm saying
It
Bessie.
did. It did at one time. It did sound like it.
So look her up. She's dope. Yay, Bessie Coleman. Okay, I feel like we are like super silly and wiry and wacky today.
It is. It's because we're shooting this late tonight. But it's fine. I mean, we have been very silly, but it's okay. It's good.
It
It's
is
a good.
okay.
It is a very good thing.
Okay.
So
You
what do we
have
have? Entertainment. Oh, I do. I have to. Well, let's go to entertainment before we talk about the Smiths. But
Okay.
because a lot of stuff has been happening in entertainment. We lost somebody else. We lost Matt Miller. We lost another person. I mean, I guess we lose people every day, but another person in the music industry world. We lost two people this week. We lost Burt Reynolds, which we worked with.
Yeah, we
We
did.
did. We made a movie with him.
We
Yeah.
Hamlet and Hutch, a movie
Yep.
that we produced.
Yep.
And I got to act with Burt Reynolds.
We did.
And it
that
really was a
interesting.
treat.
It was a
It was
treat.
interesting, but it was
Yeah.
definitely a treat. I mean, he was on his older, he wasn't like
Hip, young, hot Burt Reynolds.
not that one.
No, he was grumpy old man Burt Reynolds. I mean, but
he was pretty grumpy old man, but he was
Yeah.
still trying to be feisty and sassy.
Feisty is a really good word.
He really was. And he was being flirty and all those things that you would think Burt Reynolds would be.
Yeah.
He invited me to Florida.
Yep,
Sure
he did. And you were like, Cass, Burt Reynolds invited me to Florida. And
It's so funny. But he was, he was cool. We had to feed him his lines, but
R.I.P. Burt. Yeah, man. And then we lost Matt Miller, unfortunately, to overdose. Great rapper. I liked Matt Miller. I liked his music. But yeah, man, that was kind of unfortunate this week. What else happened this Serena Williams, who lost the tournament, Grand Slam.
Mm-hmm.
What else happened? Melissa's saying something, talking to myself about Burt.
I don't know what she's talking about. She's confusing
she had
me.
something to say. She said talking about me, Burt Reynolds. She said she had something to say about Burt Reynolds. We've moved on. So I don't know if she's going to say it or not, but I'd moved on to the next subject, which is the tennis match, which Melissa does love tennis. But yeah, man, like Naomi Osaka, she beat Serena. It's very controversial.
Very controversial.
Yeah. What I don't like is that I don't like headlines, man. Media is so.
Well, that's what they do.
I know that's what they do. And they try to draw you in and they try to sway the story and they try to tell their point. And it really angers me because the first headlines I saw before I even really read or because I wasn't watching was Serena Williams has meltdown over controversial blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Like,
she didn't have no damn meltdown.
No, she was mad. She was
mad and put that motherfucker in check as she should.
And when you get so angry, sometimes you do cry. Because
you're so angry. You know I do. I know I do.
Oh my God. If I cannot snap this person up right now, the anger just makes you cry. So it wasn't like she was having emotional breakdown over this.
No, she's
like,
mad.
I've been through this too many times. Like the adversity that she's been up against to even do what she's done in her life, and then for it to be taken away from her over something that her male counterparts do all the time, but she gets punished for it. Hell yeah, man. So she was angry.
She was pissed off. Yep, she wanted to sock him in the face.
And I'm very glad that Naomi, won. I'm happy for her. I'm happy another sister of color, she won. She's the first.
But I hate that it's surrounded around all this controversy because we should just be talking about her win. And but now we are talking about around it. So. So but it's okay. They're still both amazing, beautiful powerhouses. And, and she's young. She's going to get lots of attention that she needs and deserves.
Yeah. She's going to win them on her own, by herself, with somebody else. Right. And that's going to be that. So that's a good thing. What else happened? Anything else happened in entertainment?
No. Do we have? I don't know. I'm sure there is. There's
I'm
lots of
sure there
stuff
was a
that's
lot of
always
stuff.
happening.
Cher is
Happening.
coming out with a new album at
Well,
72,
okay.
and she's going on tour. I love Cher.
Good. I think that's fucking dope.
Yeah, she's one of my favorites.
I
Cher.
mean,
And
Diana Ross still does. Shit. I love,
Diana
I
Ross still does.
love me some Diana Ross, man.
Yes, I know you do. I
Don't
definitely
nobody
do
better
too.
not say no nothing
I
about
love
my
Diana.
Diana Ross.
But if somebody gave me free tickets on the same night to go see Diana Ross and go see Cher, I definitely would go see Cher over Diana Ross.
Oh my God. Absolutely not.
Yeah,
I
know
would
you
not.
Yeah, I know you
What?
wouldn't. Yeah,
No.
I know you wouldn't. Because I'm all
That's
about
crazy.
theatrics. I'm all about theatrics and show and this and dancers, and that's what I love. And Diana's not going to give me that. Diana's going to give
No,
me
she's going to give you a
stage
show, though.
and presence. Yeah, but I would go see her if she's on another night. But I'm definitely going to see the 72-year-old white chick in a one piece
Well,
prance across the stage with the dancers and maybe some animals and whatever else she puts on her show. And, do you believe?
Well, I'm going to
Yeah,
sing with the boss, and I'll be singing and dancing all night. Upside down, boy, you turn me
Do you believe
inside.
in love? That's what I'm gonna hear.
Do you know where you're going to? Do you
can't
think
think of
the things that life is showing
So I
you?
just gotta sing like her.
Where are you
I got
going
you,
to?
bitch. All I know, all that's true. You got me, bitch.
Ah!
Yeah, that's
Oh
what I'm
my
hearing.
God. Oh my God.
That's what I'm going to see. So you go
Well,
see
I'm
that.
definitely going to go see Diana Ross.
And then we can come back and report on our different shows and see who had the Miss Bomb show.
I'm
So-
definitely going to have
and
the most fun.
I love a Diana Ross, but yeah, I do. I love Diana Ross songs, but I just need a show. But anyhow, Will Smith, on to our next.
Yay, Smith family moment, my favorite.
I feel like we need a thing for that. Like when we say our Smith family moment. I think
We do. Melissa, can you
thing.
please find us a theme for our
Yeah, we need a
Smith
theme.
family moment? And it can't be a Fresh Prince because it has to
That
be
doesn't
something
exist.
that represents the whole family.
Although
So I don't know
he
what
did,
that
I mean,
is.
she was on the show. She auditioned for the show, and that's how they
She
met.
wasn't on the show though.
No, but they.
So
she
what, and the
auditioned.
kids wasn't there. No, it
Okay, I'm just saying.
needs a song to represent the whole family.
Yeah, figure that out, or maybe just some quotes. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe it's just some noise. I don't know. Some kind of symbols. A drum
The
beat.
Smith family, like the Simpsons, like
The
Simpsons. I
the
don't know.
Smith family moment.
Yeah, come up with that, Melissa. You're a musician. You sing. Come up with something.
Yeah. A jingle. A Smith family jingle. That's what we need.
That is what we
Jada,
need.
Willow and Jaden and Trey, our Smith family moment.
Of the day. Yep, that's what we need.
Melissa, get on it.
Get on it. So, Fresh Prince Air Jordan, I think they call it the 5 Fresh, but it is the new sneaker. And Will Smith opened it. He did like an open box thing, which I think is a little odd, that whole open box thing that they're doing on Instagram where you just open things. Like there's this kid, he just opens things on Instagram and people watch him open stuff.
I heard about that.
So it's a thing. And yeah, so he unveiled his new sneaker, the Fresh 5 on Instagram.
Yeah, the Fresh Prince Jordan 5.
Yeah, Fresh Prince. Okay, so that's what it is. Fresh
Mhm.
Prince Jordan 5.
Fresh Prince Jordan 5.
Okay. Yeah. Unboxing and jump test.
Mhm.
So yes. Which is hot. Just a little Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince, Will Smith will be 50 this year. And he's
a Libra.
inviting
He's
people
a
to
Libra.
someone's going to win an invitation to hang out with him on his birthday and jump with him out of an airplane or bungee jump or whatever they're doing. I don't know how is he picking the person? I don't know how he's picking the person. Is it via Instagram?
Yeah, they have to do something because we should look this up. It's in conjunction with some other company or something. Let me see.
We should look up things probably before we start talking about them on Instagram, but we don't. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, on our podcast. But that's not. So we learn as you guys learn, and that's the beauty of
Mm-hmm.
our podcast. We're all learning together, kind of like Mr. Rogers.
Kind of like Mr. Rock. So his birthday is September 25th, and he
Okay.
is definitely a Libra. Enjoy a day with the Will Smith and his family. Grab a friend, flights and hotels. Donate to win. Like, yeah, it's a charity.
Oh, yep.
Um,
So you're paying to go hang out with Will Smith.
win
Hmm.
a dream experience, but he is giving one away. He is giving something away. Oh, I guess you have to make a donation, and then
And then they pick
and
somebody.
then he'll pick somebody.
Yep, that's
Hmm.
exactly. Yep, win a dream.
Yeah.
And it's not just with him. Hang with Will Smith and his bungee jumping 50th celebration.
Hmm.
You get to hang with all
Hmm.
of them. So
Yep.
if one of us won, we would actually get to hang and we could do the podcast with the Will Smith
So
family.
maybe we need to make
Donate.
some donations,
Yeah.
like several, so we can have a good chance. And
Well,
if we
if it's
win,
meant to be, we'll min off of one. That's how God
I
works.
think so.
Yeah, if he's not a God of chances, he's just the God of God. Like you only need one. You only need one. If it's yours, he's gonna give it to you. In fact, he's such a
And
miraculous
then we
God, you don't even have to donate.
we don't even have to donate. We still get picked to go.
Because that's how he works. He's a waymaker.
And then we can bungee jump and do the podcast interview while
Let's
we're
do the
bungee
podcast
jumping.
after we've already landed. I don't think we need to do it while we're holding.
I think that would be so fucking dope, though.
Yeah, but
Like,
we can't get out it right when we're sitting in our house. Our stuff is going in and out. Oh, it's gonna work jumping from a plane. Get ready to go out at like 30,000 feet. Yeah, we're not gonna have internet. We're not gonna have Wi-Fi. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to do that. That's not gonna ever work.
We could corner the Will Smith contest. We could corner it because for $10, a $10 donation gets you 100 entries. $50 donation gets you 1,000.
Oh, on this donate for his birthday thing.
Yeah,
Oh
So-
shit, we could do $50. How many
1,000 entries.
1,000 entries? Shoot, Nina Holiday could come up with $50 now, Cass.
We
And that's
can. but this
1,000
is what's-
entries.
So when one of our 1,000 is picked, who goes?
Well, we're combined.
They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna say, "Oh,
We're
it was-
combined.
we're triplets connected at the hip." Yeah, no,
Yeah.
then we gotta draw straws.
We need 3 seats on the
Well,
plane.
Melissa
So
said she wasn't bungee jumping with it, so Melissa's out.
no,
'cause
well,
she's-
they don't. Well, no, the person doesn't bungee jump. They witness it. They don't bungee jump. They're
What?
they're gonna be there. They're gonna get to take pictures with him. They're gonna get to hang out while
Oh, no, I guess that is
No.
kind of like a
Jump.
liability
yeah.
to get
No,
somebody
you're
else to
gonna-
bungee jump.
no, because if you sign a waiver, it doesn't matter. You can't tell
Well,
me.
nigga, I would go. I definitely would bungee jump.
Yeah,
So if I donate, I'm bungee jumping. So I'm just letting them know right now.
they can't stop it. They're just
They can't stop me. They can't
they're
stop
just
me.
So here's what you get. You hang out with Will Smith and his family to celebrate the 50th birthday and his successful heli bungee jump.
Okay.
Strike a pose with Will for the birthday photo, and
Okay.
then you FaceTime a friend while you are hanging out with Will. And
Hilarious.
then you get flown out and of course put up in a hotel.
First class.
Ma'am, it didn't say first.
Well, I'm getting ready to tell everybody it's sold out. So
Oh, is it sold out already? We
Yeah.
can't even do it. Damn it, Nina Holiday. We're so slow. He did announce this so long ago. It's Will fucking Smith. Of course it's sold out.
But we'll be on top. Our entries will be at the top of the bag.
We can't donate.
Yeah, I just
Negro.
clicked it and it says sold out. It will not let you donate anything.
Ah,
Holy crap.
holy crap is right.
Well,
Damn
oh
you,
well.
Will Smith, being so famous and popular. Damn you, brother.
Well, why don't you just do it, Terry? How about you? Your birthday's coming up. You're a Libra. So I think you should. It's not your 50th, but I definitely think that you should just pick an event, like maybe you're not bungee jumping, but I don't
I could
know,
do something.
thing, and then you have a
Oh,
charity, Take
I
Wings,
do. I could do
and
donations to Take Wings Foundation, and you and I get to. What are we gonna do?
I don't know, pick something, do something. It's got to be something fun.
Mm.
Well, it doesn't matter because he's not
We
letting
can
it.
double Dutch rope. We could double Dutch. We
Who,
can have
you
a
and
double
this other
Dutch.
person?
It's
But
gonna
it's
be it's a double Dutch party. So if you donate,
like jump rope.
yeah, double Dutch. See, this is where our upbringings go awry. You didn't double Dutch rope growing up, Cass.
I know how to
Yes.
double Dutch. I know what it is. I
Okay.
just wanted to make sure that's what we were talking about. But I didn't. I didn't really do it, but I do know what it
Oh
is.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
fun. But I haven't done
Yeah.
it in years, and it would be really awesome to do it for my birthday. I want to have a double Dutch party.
Oh, okay. Is this?
I have just
Are we still
said
talking about the charity? What are we talking about now? Are we still talking about when the coming
whether it's
up?
a charity or not, that's what I want to do for my birthday. I want to have a double Dutch
This
party.
one coming up?
Yep,
Okay. All right.
yep, double
Oh,
Dutch.
okay.
Why are you guys all quiet? What's happening?
Because I'm just trying to think, like,
I think
what
it'll
kind
be
of party this
fun.
is going to be. Like, we got to get jump ropes. We got to get
Yeah,
people.
and
We
we'll
have
do a
to.
contest. Like we'll have like maybe 10 double Dutch going on at one time. So it's 4 people on each team.
Okay. So it's
And
teams. Okay. All right.
and
And we
then
got
you
to pick
just start to
a
get
venue
eliminated.
because it might get cold, so we can't really do it outside. Maybe
It ain't cold in October.
yeah, we don't. We know this whole global warming. We don't know what the hell it's going to be doing in October. We don't. We don't. Hurricanes. We don't
Hmm.
know. But either way, that's fine. That's easy. That's inexpensive. We can have a double Dutch party. But I really think you should do this situation, and I think you should sell out. Come hang out with Terry J. Vaughn. $50 or 100 tickets. $25. What was his little breakdown?
$10 for
$10.
1,000 entries.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, the one that sold out is the largest one.
Oh,
That's the
that's
one
the
that
one. So
sold
all of
out.
them aren't sold out. I just saw it at the
Yeah,
bottom and it said sold out. So I thought all of them were sold out.
yeah. That's
Oh,
the
we can.
one that either
Oh.
you must be you donate more than 5,000 and you get 100,000 entries to win.
Oh, so that probably only took like 2 people. He probably didn't take that many people for that one.
I bet you're right.
Yeah. So, okay. So the other ones aren't sold out. We could still donate $25. Yep. We could do that.
$25 gets us how many entries? Let's see,
250.
250 entries.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, that's all. If it's for you.
But I thought we were going to do the $50 donation to get 1,000 entries. We have 1,000 chances to hang with Will Smith at his bungee jumping 50th birthday celebration. But see, this sounds shady. It's gonna be
Oh,
like hundreds of thousands of people watching him bungee jump, and that's what we get to do. No, I want to be up close, personal. I want to be in the plane
you want to be
with him.
strapped to him.
I
You
want
want
to be strapped to him. I mean, I would love that, but I don't have to do that. But I at least want to be able to be like, hey, well, if it's like hundreds of thousands of people, I'm not going to be like, hey, Will. He's not going to see me. That's a problem.
But those are just entries to win. He's got to pick the person, so you won't be with hundreds of thousands.
Okay.
Yeah, but you might be because if he's bungee jumping, unless he's bungee jumping on a private, like when you jump on an airfield, like people are gonna know about it. So there'll probably be people maybe on the ground watching.
Yes, and that's where I feel like we'll be.
Yeah.
If we win, we're gonna be on the ground with all the people. I don't
True.
want to be with all the people. I want to be
Ma'am,
on the plane with him.
ma'am, it said you're gonna hang with him and his family.
Yep. You still get to
And
hang
you're
with him and his family.
And 100,000 other people.
No, not at the birthday party. Not doing
I
all
bet you
that
it
stuff.
is. I bet you it is.
No, it won't be you because you have
That's
a
okay.
relationship.
I'll wait until I'll get an invite to a personal invite. I'll wait.
All right.
I will wait.
Go on and wait.
I will wait. But Nina Holiday can still make a donation to
Yes.
the Will and Jada Smith Family Foundation. They have supported Take Wings a few times. So through their
is that what
foundation.
the foundation is for? Is that
Uh-huh.
what
The
the money is
Will and
for?
Jada Smith Family Foundation.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep. So, well, are we talking about something today?
We're supposed to be talking about something. We're supposed to be
Oh,
talking about relationships and how
no, not relationships. We're supposed to be talking about crazy.
that's what I'm saying, how to recognize crazy in relationships.
Yes. Because we've
So
been having some crazy situations all around us.
we have been.
And this is craziness in business relationships, romantic relationships. Um, where else is there crazy? Family
Family,
relationships.
friendships, just regular friendships. Like you're friends with somebody, and then next thing you know, they trip on you or they flip on you. Just any
Hmm.
sort of relationship. How do you recognize that? How do you, how do you recognize that? I don't know.
Okay. We'll be right back on I Look Good Naked podcast.
I'm a boss chick, yeah, I'm a boss lady. I be calling shots, I be getting money. I'm a boss chick, yeah, I'm a boss lady. I be calling shots, I be getting money.
We are back on I Look Good Naked podcast. Terry and Cass.
Yes, we are. We're back.
We
So,
are back.
so what's the definition of crazy, Cass?
The definition of crazy, according to Merriam and Webster, is one, full of cracks or flaws, unsound. That's one. Not
Mm,
mentally sound, marked by thought or action that lacks reason.
mm.
Three, distracted with desire or excitement, like crazy ride or crazy mob or whatever.
Oh, and then I'm that crazy. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, that's it. Those are our definitions.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about one and two. Full of cracks and
I feel
flaws.
like the
And
second one, that second definition, read it because I
yes,
feel like that's what I just recently experienced.
not mentally sound, marked by thought or action that lacks reason.
Yes,
Yes, like
that is what I
impractical,
experienced.
erratic. So are you going to share your
So
experience?
I am. I am. I'm not going to say any names,
Don't. We're going to
but
protect the innocent,
we
the
will
alleged
protect the
innocent,
innocent. Yes.
or the crazy.
Yes. So I recently hired someone to assist me in personal and business matters.
Hmm.
And very efficient, very, was a very warm girl, very smart. So I thought I hit the jackpot. I was like,
Yes.
this is fucking fantastic. So recently, of course, because I was out of town, I needed some help with the childcare because my husband works and we needed someone to watch the kids for a couple of nights. And she did. And it all sounds so crazy. I sound crazy saying it. So anyway, so she watched the kids and she gave me a rate, and I was like, okay, cool. And on one of the nights, my husband did not work all night like we had planned. So he worked, came home much earlier than anticipated. And I asked the girl, does this affect the rate? And she was like, no, it doesn't. And I was like, okay, but can you please send me the invoice? Can you give me a breakdown of how your childcare charges are broke down, like by hour or days or whatever your breakdown, how you get to your number of. And she said that she doesn't share that information.
Yeah, you're paying her. Like that's something that you would ask people anyway. Like when you get childcare or any sort of care, like what's the breakdown? Like is it hourly? Is it fit? Like that's a
Right.
common thing.
So that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I wasn't saying that I wasn't going to pay the full rate that we agreed upon because I made that very clear that I was, but I just wanted to know what the breakdown was for the charges. And this really sent her in a tizzy. And so she sends me a invoice finally. And in this, on this statement or whatever it was um it was like dates dated back through a month ago of conversations. On this day, we talked about childcare for your kids. On this day, this is the amount we agreed on. On this day, you said that that your father helps sometimes, and that the kids teacher does this sometimes. I mean, it was just listing conversation stuff that didn't have shit to do with what the rate is. And then it got down to the bottom of the page and it said, for Thursday night, this is the cost. Friday night, this is the cost. And it even said that Monday night is waived because it was a holiday. And I was like, you're waiving, you didn't work, nothing is waived because there was no work done. What do you wait? Like when you waive something, that means you did it and you're waiving the fee. You're not going to charge, right? Isn't that what that means?
That is
so
what that
she,
means.
So she had Monday. Yes, she said Monday fee waived. And I was like, well, Monday is not waived. There was no work done on Monday, so there's no payment for Monday. And she still did not provide me with a breakdown of what that Thursday and Friday night charge was. And at that point, I was like, I'm not going to call her that word. I'm going to say this woman is crazy.
Yeah.
And I must quit. Don't fit. I must quit. That shit did not fit. So that was
funny.
That's crazy to me. And she seems to fit into it because that was just unreasonable. And I just really didn't get it. I didn't get it. And it could have just kept going back and forth because I went back once and asked for more, and it just came back with the same kind of stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, there's no going back with this. There's no going back. So you have to, when you get the signs, and that was a big sign for me, you got to shut it down. So I just had to shut down. I had to shut it down.
Yeah, I'm glad you did shut that down because that could just get worse. Like
it's really weird.
I don't know where it would go from there, but
it was so weird.
Again, it's about the signs. I think we all see signs. Like I've been in signs. I don't think I've ever been in like a crazy relationship. Like, once I was in, it wasn't even a relationship. It's hard to tell like relationships with people that you sleep with, but it wasn't a relationship. Because I'm just saying, I have been intimate with people that have been crazy, or a person that's been crazy, but never had a relationship with somebody that's been crazy.
And because I hate when you just talk about when you just come on.
I'm just saying that there's a difference. We've all slept with somebody crazy.
Yeah,
but not necessarily been in relationships with somebody that's crazy. So that's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, I definitely, I don't know. I have a couple situations because I have a friend that I've never been in a relationship with, but he swears we've been in a relationship.
I know that friend.
That's a little crazy. Like, we've never been in a relationship and we've never been intimate. Like, we've never been either one of those things. We literally were just friends.
He really thought that you guys were in something.
He really thought that we were in something, so much so that I was dating somebody at the time. And he was like, you're cheating on me. That's crazy. And he told a mutual friend of ours, he was heartbroken. And where was she? And she's like, Cassie's in the Bahamas with her boyfriend. Like, what do you mean? And he was heated. I mean, I came back and he was like, how could you do this to me? I thought we had something. And I'm like, and I'm laughing because I'm literally thinking, like, you're funny, dude. And that was probably the craziest kind of odd behavior in a male relationship. I've experienced weird little things, but that was definitely the like, ooh, if I ever thought about being in a relationship with you, I couldn't. And he's not in a relationship with anybody. Like, he's never He's never been in other relationships that I know of.
No,
Yeah, I don't know, but he might be in one now because I don't, you know, deal with him now like that. But yeah.
So have you ever like like when I was dating, this is was I in college still or out of college? Can't remember. And I went out with a guy one night and I could just tell something was, and he didn't do anything. He was nice. He was young. I just got this feeling that like I think he's crazy. I feel like
Yeah.
he would beat me. That's what
Yeah.
I felt like. And he didn't do anything. But
It's
and
just that
lo and behold, so
he
I
did somebody
stopped.
new.
Well, no, did not return any more phone calls, and he started leaving all these bitch on my
Yeah.
answering service. And this is when you
Yeah.
had like the box where you can hear people talking.
Right. When
The
you press
answer,
the button.
yes, when you press
Answering
play, or you can hear the answer machine when they're leaving the message.
Yeah.
And he just started like going off on me because I wasn't responding to him. I was like, see, I knew it. I
You
knew
know
he
it.
was TikTok.
Yep. Yep. Yeah,
He
I've
was
done it.
TikTok.
I had somebody on a first date tell me that we were going to get married and God sent them to him. Like God said, like literally we were having dinner and
Sent you to him.
yep, in the middle of dinner, he stopped eating. He took my hand. First date, didn't know him from other people. We literally met and then we went out on a date like the next week. And he took my hand and he was like, this is it. He was like, God sent you to me. This is it. I feel it. I'm this, I'm that. You're going to be my wife. And even introduced me later on that evening as his future wife. I said, this is
Whoa.
crazy. I said, yeah, that was another crazy. I was like, yeah, this ain't crazy. I was like, you don't even know me, sir.
There's some people that have that connection on first.
Yeah, but no, but yeah, people, but you know, that's like you know, because the two of y'all got together. You're like, is this something? Like, I really believe we belong together. My husband and I, we both felt like it was a divine thing, but you feel it. It wasn't a, you know, we ordered the food, we never
But he
met.
said he was feeling it. He was feeling it.
No, I saw the crazy in his eyes.
You
Yeah,
saw it in his eyes.
I saw it. I definitely saw it in his eyes, the way he looked at me and the way I was
And
like,
you gotta follow them instincts, man. You
gotta
gotta
follow
follow
them.
them first instincts.
Yeah.
Even if you're like, I can't put my finger on it or it seems cool, but something, follow
Right.
them
You
instincts,
cannot
man.
just look at the physical. You cannot just look at this. If it's a man, you definitely, because I know a lot of women that have that feeling and they check with their girlfriends and they get all the thing and then they go against the feeling because of whatever. They're ready to get married, they're ready to have kids.
Or their girlfriend's just like, no, he's nice. He seems nice. He treats you good.
Sometimes that.
Yep.
Like, no, girl, I don't know about him. And you do
Mm-hmm.
it anyway. Like that happens sometimes. So it's kind of like if, you know, I guess in relationships with friends or even people that you know, and you know that they're shady or they're this or they're that, but you know they've done you wrong, but you continue to just kind of be their friend. And when it happens,
Right.
it's like, but you saw them. You saw how they are with their other friends. If you and I have a great friendship, but then you're over here talking about girl 1, 2, and 3, then I'm gonna be like, oh, that's the type of person she is. So she's
Mm-hmm.
probably talking about me too. I'm just girl 4. You know what I mean?
But we talk about people together.
We do talk. So that's different.
That's different. That's different.
That's totally different. That's totally different. It's usually because we're trying to problem solve. We're like, oh, that bitch is crazy, so we gotta fix her. It's never just talking for just the sake of talking.
I'm just kidding. That's funny.
But yeah, so I don't know. But that's definitely one sign. Your spidey sense. That's the first way to recognize.
Oh, trust your spidey sense. And I always say this especially about women, is that we always second guess our initial thought. Like when we have a thought that it just doesn't look right. What we're feeling doesn't look like what it should be. But we got a little spidey sense and something is just like, It's like, but he looks clean. He showed up on time. Why
Clean.
am I, whatever. And we go against it. We second guess ourselves all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And I don't think men do that so much. They don't second guess themselves. They're like, when they make a decision, and they move forward. They don't like him and her, like, I don't know, she this, blah, 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 blah. But we second guess ourselves all the time. We have to stop doing that. We got to trust ourselves.
Yeah.
Just trust
in
it.
in all of it. Friendships.
All of it. All of it. Stop.
So
And I'm
what if you
talking to myself.
Right.
Stop second guessing. Trust it. Trust it. Go for it. And that's what it is.
And that's what it is. Yeah.
Yep.
Because you've called a few things and then been like, no, it's okay. And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
And then you just kind of go along with it and you're like, I should have.
Yep. Trusted my instinct. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
What if you have a crazy mama or a crazy dad? What if you have a crazy parent? Like, then what? What do you do?
Like mentally crazy? Like, are you talking about my grandmother that was schizophrenic?
No. I would never talk about her. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that because there's medicine for that. I'm talking about like maybe abusive or maybe mentally abusive. Like what if or like moms that have that there are a lot of moms
I know.
that
What do
play
you do?
guilt trips on their kids.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have an example. I have a friend who has a mom who she doesn't want her daughter to be happy.
Oh my.
And every time her daughter gets in a relationship or gets in a situation with a job or whatever, mom always finds a way to, mom's going through something. So mom has to move in. Mom has to, she loses her job. So she has to do this. She has to come to where you are. Every time she's kind of, everything starts moving, mom is like, oh, I'm in distress. I got to do this. And it's become a pattern where her friends have all been like, don't you see this? Don't you see that this is a problem? And I don't know if that's crazy. I mean, I think that's got there's some dependency issues. There's some other things that we can
and some insecure.
And but what do you do then? Like, because it's your family, your parents. I don't know if you recognize it. I don't know. I don't know if you recognize it.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, being a kid growing up in a house where a parent is basically crazy, and I don't know. That's tough. I don't know. I don't have the answer
Because
for
how do
that.
you break that? How do you break that cycle? Because I know a few moms.
I think still it comes down to your instincts, and even as children, of course, they have they have instinctual feelings about stuff, and they might not be able to do anything about it necessarily as a young kid, but I think that as they mature and become teenagers and stuff like that, that they still have to trust their instinct and knowing, okay, my mom has always done this. I think my mom is unhappy or whatever, and
Not
just
right.
and just try to operate from that, and so that you don't feel like it has anything to do with you. That
That's smart.
I'm a bad person, or
you do take that on. I guess if you're
a
parent, you would
you would put it on you. You would try to you would put the blame on you. But if if you can, and we're talking about it, if you're hearing this, really to just really trust what your initial instincts were, that something's not right with my mom, or my dad is insecure, or my dad is unhappy, and it has nothing to do with me. And so maybe that can help you make some better choices as you're going into your adulthood, to not be that way, to find a way to make sure you are building a happy life for yourself, that you are kind of spending your life doing things that make you happy, or that you want to do, getting in a career that you love, so you don't have an unhappy life or unsatisfied life like you saw your parents.
All right. So unhappiness and dissatisfaction can lead to crazy behavior, I guess.
Crazy behavior. Yes.
There's people who would and we're not talking about people who really have mental imbalances that
no,
if you suffer from depression, or if you suffer from, any sort of mental health issue. I mean, there is that, but that's pretty obvious to recognize, and you can choose to get involved or not get involved with those people in whatever capacity you do or don't. But there's fixes, I guess, for that. Those fixes are a little easier.
Mhm.
But if it's crazy behavior stemmed from some sort of other thing,
Right.
it's just
Whether it's
that person.
greed or just manipulating, and I don't know. People are
Just
just
all those things. But
fucking
even all of
crazy.
those things come from a fear. They come from insecurity. They come
Yeah,
from
all of it comes from it.
brokenness. You know what I'm saying? It's all comes from
Yeah.
a brokenness place.
Mhm.
You know, how much should you take? Like, okay, you recognize it. Let's say you recognize it. That's first. Spidey senses, you recognize it. Let's say you decide not to flee. Like you're like, that's my best friend, or that's my husband, or that's my business partner, or that's my boyfriend, or whatever the case may be. Then do you you approach them with it, you talk to them with it, you
I
talk
mean,
to
if
them
you
about
are, yeah, I mean, if it's a relationship where you are trying to make work, you have to.
it, right?
Whether it's a romantic relationship or a business relationship or a friendship, if you're trying to make it become a part of your life and you want it to be a healthy relationship, you have to
Right.
address it. You have to say, well, what's going on with you, or what are you not happy about, or um you have to call. It's your friend, you have to call them out. You're not being right. We do that to
Right.
each other.
We call each other out,
Hmm.
and that's good, and that's part of a healthy relationship. So that's it. Number two, you
Absolutely.
call it out. You recognize it
Hmm.
for what it is. If you decide to stay vested in it, or you're already vested in it, you
Hmm.
call it out. Um,
And we
and
do
you
with
don't
our
stay in
mates
it.
too.
Right. You don't, yeah, because I'm always calling my mate out. Like,
Yeah,
that
me
ain't
too,
right.
Karan
That's a
too.
little crazy. A
And
little
that's what
crazy.
makes it work,
Right.
because
He never
you
admits that it is though. Mine doesn't. But then he
he
works.
doesn't have to
He
admit
does.
it. He doesn't
He
have to
does. No,
admit
he
it.
does work to work on
That's
whatever his
right.
things are. So
It's
that is
just
his
the
way.
fact that he knows, so he's like, I'm not going to tell her that she's right, but let me go back in the room and read this book so I can get myself together. You got to call people out on their shit. It makes
Yeah,
us better. It makes us
have to
healthy.
call people out on their shit. That's really key. That's very,
Hmm.
very, very key.
Hmm.
If you care, if you care, because
If you care, if it is a relationship that means something to you and you mean something to them, you have to. But if it's you can't, like the girl, I just need her to be out of my life. I'm not
yes, no,
trying to fix her. I'm not.
you can't fix everybody. You
No.
cannot fix everybody. You can't fix most people. Actually,
No. You can't. They have to
you
want to
can't.
fix themselves. And
Yeah,
that's why it's our responsibility as friends and mates and to bring it to each other's attention. And it's a two-way
yeah,
street.
yeah. That's funny, but yeah, it's a lot of crazy people out here. All that being said, it is a lot
Yup.
of crazy folk in the world. Mm. Well, people probably say we're crazy.
I was just gonna say that, but
Oh,
because we
we
are.
totally
I
are.
know I'm wacky. I know it.
Yeah, yeah.
Just am.
Wacky and
I know.
crazier.
I'm definitely.
I have
Yeah,
crazy
I'm definitely.
moments. I get
Yeah.
crazy at times.
Oh my God. Let me tell you about one of my crazy. It wasn't even a crazy moment, but it was. I thought I was gonna get kicked out of Starbucks because it happens to me often, but it just happened to me really, really, really recently. So I write in Starbucks sometimes, and when I'm writing, I play out the scenes in my head because I'm writing them. So I've learned not to say them. I've learned not to like say what I'm typing because it used to just come across as I'm talking to myself because I would kind of mutter all the words. So it's like so if somebody's next to me, literally there's been somebody next to me before that have looked over at me and I was like, oh my God, I'm crazy. So I have to explain to them, I'm so sorry. I'm a writer. And I sometimes write out my things
That is
really not crazy.
hilarious.
And I've had to explain
And
that.
they're like,
Literally,
okay,
yeah.
lady, okay.
That's exactly what, and then they get up and they move and they
Yes.
don't talk to me. So then I started
That's awesome.
I only if I have to sit facing the restaurant or the place, I'll go find another seat. So I try to always face the window or face out, like somewhere away from everybody. So my back is to
Mm-hmm.
the audience, the back is to all
Mm-hmm.
everyone else, so that they don't see it. However, the other day I was in Starbucks and I was typing that scene that of the movie that I just sent you, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the scene where the main character's being an anchor
Mhm.
and the other two characters, and I started laughing. So I'm typing it. I was like, and I couldn't stop laughing. And
Oh my God.
and I wasn't on the phone. My earphones weren't there. Like nothing was there for me to even pretend like I was talking to somebody. And I
Oh
just
my
couldn't
God.
stop laughing. And I just had to just apologize. And I didn't explain it because it was like about 4 people who looked up because I was just laughing. I was just in the corner.
That is awesome.
So finally I was like, oh, I'm laughing at something on my computer. And there was obviously type on the computer. So nobody was like,
Like, this bitch is crazy.
so sometimes crazy isn't always what it seems to be.
Crazy isn't always
That's
crazy.
the moral to that story.
That is
Crazy
the moral
isn't
of the story.
always crazy. So you
Crazy.
have to think
Crazy
about
isn't
the
always crazy.
perspective and who's looking at it. Because
That's right.
maybe if you have a full view of the picture, they aren't so crazy after all.
After all,
That's all I
that
wanted to
is
say.
awesome. And we want to say thank you for joining this crazy episode.
If you have a crazy comment, if you have a crazy story, please shoot us an email, a comment. You can't shoot us an email, but a comment, definitely, for sure.
They actually can send us an email on
there
the
you go.
website. But
on the website.
we want it on the comments.
We want it on the
below.
comments. Rate it, put the comments in, tell us your crazy story. Tell us if people think you're crazy. Tell us if you've ever been accused of being crazy. Just reach out to us because we want to hear it and we want to talk about it. Carrie's making crazy faces right now as we speak. And you can find us on ilookgoodnakedpodcast.com. You can find us on Instagram at ilgn.com, I think.
No.
It's no dot com Instagram. It's ILGN podcast.
There you go. ILGN podcast.
There you go. You can find me at Cass Seegers. You can find Terry at Terry J. Vaughn. And I think the same on Facebook. So reach out to us. Talk to us.
And at Nina Holiday ENT.
There you go. Thank you for joining us this week. The writings on the wall, the crazy. I don't know what it's going to be titled, but it will have a cool ass title by the time it's put up. And that's it. We're out.
I'm a boss chick, yeah, I'm a boss lady. I be calling shots, I be getting money. I'm a boss chick, yeah, I'm a boss lady. I be calling shots, I be getting money.